Hi guys and girls, welcome to the Progressive Overload segment of this course. In this course I'm basically going to go over what Progressive Overload is and how you should be implementing it into your workouts, whether they be at the gym or at home, in order for you to see improvements, whether that be on strength, whether that be getting more toned, whether that be increasing muscle size, whatever it may be, so it can benefit you the most way possible, most efficient way possible even. Let's get straight into it. So when you're trying to create the most effective workout routine possible, your goal is to use your frequency, your schedule, the intensity, the volume, and obviously your exercise selection as the optimal tool possible so you can achieve your goal. And if you do that correctly, you're pretty much guaranteed to get the best results you can, right? Well, that would be true, but unless, of course, if you happen to miss one important component out of that, which matters the most, which is progressive overload. This is like progressive overload. It's a component that can turn most of the most perfect workout program into a waste of time, a load of garbage, useless, like it basically it makes or breaks your workout. Progressive overload is absolutely key for a successful workout program, and I'm going to tell you why. Alright, so the progressive overload principle. The human body, when you put in it, when you're going to the gym, whether you're working out at home or either, um, its function, your body's goals is to keep you alive. Its main goal is to keep you alive, keep you functioning in the most beneficial and efficient way it can, and that goes by the means of whatever it can do to keep you alive. It will carry on doing that, and if it's sustaining it, it will be happy. It will be happy as Larry there, unless you change, unless you force it to come out of its comfort zone. Your body only knows how to, like I said, keep you alive and keep you functioning. So, it's vital that when you're training and working out to try and lose fat or build muscle, that you apply progressive overload into your workouts, because otherwise it will just stay in its comfort zone, and you'll never see improvements. You'll just be consistently, casually working out, casually going by, not really improving, not really lifting more weight, not really losing the fat you wanted to lose, etc. So the only way your body will change is by you creating an environment that proves to your body that these changes and improvements must be made. Another way to put it is your body will not change or improve unless you force it to. No matter how perfect like your workout is, muscle will not be built, strength won't be gained, your performance won't be enhanced unless you show your body that these are things that need to happen in order for it to survive. So here's an example in a picture: like you put the load in, it adapts, and then it will stay at that level unless you increase the load again, and then it will adapt again, and then you increase the load. It's literally like that. It's a stepping. It's a platform to build on. Progressive overload principle. Okay, so what is the principle for progressive overload? So in order for your body's muscles to grow, performance to enhance, strength to increase, then the human body must be forced to adapt to a tension that is of higher demand than it has ever experienced before. So what does this mean exactly? It means if you lift the same weights or do the same amount of reps that you've been doing for 10 years, 5 years, 20 years, whatever it may be, nothing will ever happen. Your body will never have to change or improve in any way. You will only maintain your current state. But however, if you increase the demands that you're placing on your body by increasing the weight that you're lifting at the gym, or changing the exercise that you're doing at home, making them harder, more difficult, so it shocks the body, um, then it will increase the demand on the body, and the body will have to meet that demand. So then your body will have no other choice but to make the necessary changes and improvements that will allow it to adapt to this environment and remain capable of performing the tasks. So basically, you can't keep lifting the same weights and consistently keep doing it and staying comfortable. Um, don't keep performing the same exercises or the same amount of repetitions. You've got to change it. You've got to shock the body, because if you keep doing the same thing for a sustained period of time, your body will reach that level, and then it will just maintain the muscle that it's got, maintain the fat that you've got, or maintain the form that you've got. It will maintain it, so it will never be forced to improve. So by changing your workload or the intensity that you're working at, you're then forcing your body to adapt, and adapt is the key word here, guys. You want your body to adapt, so then you can increase the workload again. Um, in order for you to tell your body that it needs to survive, so you need to tell your body to adapt to make improvements so they can keep up with the physical work that you throw at it in the gym or at home. So you're basically giving your body no other solution but to make adjustments. And these changes and improvements and adaptations, if that's what you want to call it, They'll come in the form of more muscle, increased strength, getting more toned, losing fat quickly, or enhanced performance. Whatever your goals may be, that's what that's what progressive overload will create for you. That's what the adjustments will create for you. They'll create these 5 bullet points that I've got here, depending on, like I said, what your goals are. So I'll give you an example of progressive overload being used here. Let's pretend, let's just say you can lift 20 kilos, for example. Say you're doing a dumbbell bench press, yeah, and you're lifting 20 kilos. So you could be lifting that for 3 sets of 8 reps. Now, if you continue to lift that same 20 kilos for those same 3 sets of 8 reps for the next, let's say, 10 years, you won't see any new muscle or strength at all. Why? Because there was no progressive overload. Your body is already adapted to this tension. So once it's already reached that level, it's already provided you with exactly how much muscle you'll need and how much strength you'll need, and able to perform this task on a regular basis. Because you aren't increasing the demands being placed on your body, you're not going to see your body change or make any further improvements, and that's because you're not, implementing progressive overload. So when you're planning your workouts, when you're creating a diet, when you're creating new exercise that you do, whatever it may be to do with working out, or you've got to apply the principle of progressive overload if you want to increase. Once you've got to your level, that's fine. You don't have to do it anymore. You can stay at the level. Once you reached your body goals, once you've reached the perfect state of what you want your body to look like, then you don't have to apply the progressive overload principle anymore. But until you're at that level, you must apply it, because you'll never see progression, hence the name progressive overload. You need to provide your body with a stimuli that triggers it to grow in the way you want it to, in order to reach your goals and get the outcome you want.